What's up, everybody? Give me a second. Give me a second. Working on it. Working on it. Good morning. Good morning. Wait, morning? No, not good morning. Bad morning, because it's not morning. Good afternoon, though. How are we doing, friends? Give me a sec. Dude, The Edge of Fate is a fire title. My fate is being edged so hard right now, bro. What did he just say? Okay, Ban. I think, my friend, I think we're good to go. I think, my friends, we are good to go. Let me pop out the chats real quick. Let's get some YouTube chat over here. Let's get some Twitch chat over here, brothers. Nubo 9, what'd I do? The fuck did I do this time, Wobby? What's up? To start it off, obviously the 9 wants something to deal with this. Wait, wants something to do with this? I don't know what you're trying to say, but yes, the 9 are clearly involved. Content 9. Yeah, I'm actually the new expansion. What a fire. Okay, so the first thing, people were telling me that this image, I couldn't see these on my phone, but there's these symbols on it. I think they're just decals. Bungie likes to do this, but that's pretty fun. What if we finally get to translate the 9 language, man? You didn't see this? What happened? They so Bungie announced that Apollo is actually called the Edge of Fate, which is sick as fuck, bro. Clearly this kind of looks like a black hole, no? Some black hole shit going on. Clearly the 9 are involved in some way. Copium for an ARG, dog, I can't take it. Please no. I mean, please yes, but please no. You know what I mean? I think my wife might leave me if that happens. And then we got N0, which I believe usually means like the starting number. You got Delta, which is change. What's this top one here? I don't know what the fuck that top one is. I ain't like a physicist, bro. Oh, you think it's an eclipse? Oh, that's like a way better guess than a black hole, bro. What's up, Nomad? How you doing? You know something if you're interested? I'm always interested, my friend. Yeah, the eclipse makes way better sense, bro. I was like, yeah, black hole, but you know what? Eclipse. Very fucking cool, man. I mean, this thing is gonna be sick. We get the reveal on March 6th, which I did predict yesterday. Not exactly the hardest thing to predict in the world, but I would just like to say, like, more than likely, I won this year because I told all the doomers to go fuck themselves when they said Marathon wasn't coming this year, and I told everyone to go fuck themselves when they said Apollo wasn't coming this year. I don't know what to tell you, man. Like, if you just take a second before doom posting and like use some critical thought, it's not that hard. So, bam. Bam. Did I say, what did I say? May 6th. That's what I meant. Sorry. It's the fucking end of a long day. I hope Bungie really brings us good things to grind in the game, more focused on grind than story. Yeah, I mean, the weapon 3.0 or 10.0 system and the armor 10.0 system or whatever the fuck. Like, we know there, I mean, with armor, new armor sets, new stats, new armor bonuses, and like that 5-tier weapon, they're clearly cooking towards that, right? They said, fine, you can have some Destiny 2 news. Stop hating, Lamau. They changed the name of Apollo to Edge of Fate. Apollo was the code name. Just like Behemoth is the code name. That's like, so for instance, like the Taken King was called Comet. Is that right? I think Taken King was called Comet. Marathon is called Goliath. What else is there? All expansions have code names. All game and games have code names too. Yo, Jackson, what's up? Sentence says if you convert each character to alphabetical number, and then pair each letter with each character with its original letter, you can convert them to hexadecimal to binary. This binary string can be translated to English, which confirms they'll be adding sex to Destiny 2. I knew as soon as that started going, I knew that was going somewhere like that. Not disappointed. Pretty good. A little disappointed in you specifically, but no, that was pretty good. Oh man, I'm excited. They're also announcing the year of content. At least they're gonna tease it. I wouldn't expect like a full reveal of like what Behemoth is, but yeah, I'm excited too. I'm excited. I think we'll probably get a collector's edition for the combo of the two. So they're probably gonna be like, oh, Behemoth. Maybe they'll give us like a tease. Oh, Behemoth deals with giant Ahamkara lost in the center of a foreign gas giant planet or something. You know what I mean? That's a sick concept that I just came up with there, by the way. That was like pretty fucking fire that I just like ripped that out of nowhere. Is there anything to do in game right now? I do have to do a whole fucking reset of strikes. I might just do that. Nothing new? All right, are we going strikes today? Is it double? Please tell me it's double rep on strikes. Is it not double rep on strikes? It's double gambit rep? Fuck. All right, well, I'm just gonna chill on strikes. I'll be aight. Dude, I've already done gambit. We can do a chat raid. Oh, I should do a chat raid in a little bit. Let's let people get in here. I do. It will be my final chat raid ever, because it's my last thing I need. Anything? And this is just time locked, right? Oh my god. I don't know what the Nightfall weapon is. You cannot get the final episode collections. I believe it's next week. Grind expert Court of Blades. What enemy type is it this week? It was the good one last week, so. What's Bungie's obsession with edging lately? What's with your lack of obsession, bro? You have every title? Yeah. Every title, every guild, every triumph.
The only way in is through some old canals, which means we need a boat. Leave that part to me.
Yo, I forgot this guy spawns here. It's literally the strike about him. They also use Fate quite a bit. Bro, I'm gonna put Fate Breaker. Wait, what was the title? Oh, it's Fate. The title is Fate Breaker. It should have been Fate Maker, because the Guardians don't break their fate, bro. The line is the Guardians make their own fate. It should have been Fate Maker. You can copium defend that shit all you want. I do not care. Just like I'll stand by until the day I goddamn die. That Salvation's Edge's title should have been Edgelord. I don't even care. And even Katarina agreed with me once she heard my idea. So, nice try. Now my real curiosity is if we're getting a 9 raid. Oh my god, I didn't even fucking consider that. Oh. Oh. That's amazing. That's incredible. A 9 raid. I need that in my fucking bones, dude. Holy. Might be hella copium? Why is that copium? Oh my god, they already have a model for an emissary?
The path
Just
is
fucking
unblocked.
kill an emissary. No, I want to kill one of the 9. I want them to be known as the 8, dude. I want to kill the abstract concept, like, immortal, ethereal beings that are the 9. That'd be sick. Warlord should have been Goon Lord. Do you think they named the new DLC Edge of Fate so they can make a new title called Edgelord? Am I the reason it's called Edge of Fate? Title chaser for everyone with titles. For a long time, I was pretty adamant that if you had every active title in the game, you should be able to get the legend title, like before they actually made a legend title. And it was a title that like got removed from your account when a new title was added. And so like you had to maintain every title in order to wear the legend title.
There it is.
But
Here we go. Boat's moving.
clearly that didn't happen. But I think that would have been sick. A little self-serving for sure, but it still would have been sick. I thought the 9 were the consciousness of gravity of each planet. I don't fucking care what they are, dude. I want to kill them. How close is the marathon gunplay to Destiny 2's current gunplay? Pretty close. Especially the snipers and the SMGs. Holy, dude, the snipers are, oh, Jesus. They feel so good. You'd be the only one with it? No, there's quite a few of us.
I don't know. Didn't expect this.
You can look it up on Braytech.
Little hiccup.
Nomad, what's up? Also unrelated, everything super proud to see that Bungie put you front and center for Marathon's promo. You've grinded the hell out of the space for years, and I'm glad they chose you. Thank you. Thank you. Sorry for the voice cloud. I'm still, from the reveal, talking for... I did like a 10-hour stream, and then slept, and then did like a 12-hour stream or something. Like, my voice is still pretty shot, but... thank you. That really means a lot. It's been kind of surreal, and I've seen so many people. The thing, like, it means so much. I've seen so many people, like Destin was saying this, and I've seen a couple other people say it as well, that like this is a quote, this is not my opinion necessarily, but the best part of the reveal was like our gameplay clip. That's incredible to hear. You know, we were just there having a good time. Obviously, I'm super proud and privileged to have been in that position, and it's been really crazy to hear. So I'm glad I did the name Dr. Crispy 93 some justice. When they told me that was gonna be my name, my jaw was on the floor. So I was pretty. They seemed pretty happy that I knew what that was. And I was really excited that was my name, so I hope I did it some justice. 9 title is next. That'd be cool. It would be cool if we got a title that was just the Roman numeral 9. This guy's hair is nice. That was also sick. Someone sent me that clip yesterday. I was like, no fucking way. What can I say, man? I've gotta say, like, it's one of those things you don't really think about.
Stuck again.
But usually people are fucking, and this is, please don't.
I did the thing. It's just this.
I don't, though I'm not trying to like fish endless compliments in chat. That's not what I'm trying to do. But it is, I didn't really notice it until I watched that clip. But it like immediately put a smile on my face. I'm like, wow, people are usually really fucking weird about my hair. That is actually really nice to hear. And I never would have thought that ever. You know what I mean?
Okay, we're getting close to the swamp now.
Drop the hair care routine. It's mostly genetic, man. I tell people this all the time. I don't use any special shampoo.
That's right.
I use like Suave brand, like fucking, it's like a sensitive shampoo because my scalp's a little bitch and it gets like really dry and itchy if I use the wrong types of shampoo. So it's like a really hydrating, sensitive shampoo. And then I literally, I will wash my hair. I take 2 showers a day in the morning.
Sense light here, though.
And in the morning, mostly I wake up. At night, because I work in a lab, and no fucking way I'm going to bed without sleeping or without showering. But I only wash my hair when I run my hand through it and it feels greasy, which is usually every 3 days or so, 3 or 4 days. And or when I like work out, then of course I do as well. There's no secret hair routine. It's mostly just genetics. You can thank my my father, I think, for that, because he's got pretty nice hair too. So, what do you think of the Right of the Nine title? Should or would be? I'm interested. I've been pretty confident it was going to be Emissary, but honestly, I think the fact that we're immediately getting a 9 themed DLC kind of changes everything. So. Your mod said to pressure you to make the sub alert. I will literally.
He's no joke.
Can you imagine someone subs on Twitch just pops up like, wow, this guy has really pretty hair. That'd be insane, dude. I think I made that joke to Shrimp yesterday, actually, but that would be a fucking that'd be an insane move. Way too many people wash their hair way too often. That's the #1 thing I would say too. Like, as long as your hair isn't disgusting, it can go further. You know, like I said, I about twice a week, and maybe sometimes 3. You know, it kind of depends on like what I'm doing the week, but. I have curly hair and taking care of it sucks, so I think I'm just gonna buzz it. Yeah, I get it. If I had to put a lot of like effort into my hair, I wouldn't have it long. It's just the fact that it's like so carefree for me that I bother with it. Plus, I think it looks sick. So. You know, people also wear too much deodorant. They should be like gamers. Being unwashed is natural. What the fuck, bro? Hey, if you're going to GCX, do not listen to this fucking guy, okay? It's because men are deprived of compliments. That's why I felt super nice. Yeah, I don't know. It's that, and it's like the fact that it was just like a random person. Like she doesn't, you know, previous to that she didn't know I existed or anything like that. Like, like when you're walking around, no one ever just stops you, especially if you're a guy, and it's like, yo, you look pretty good today. And it's like, it's weird. You don't think about those things until it happens, and then you're like, oh yeah, I guess society is like really cold to people. I just hope the Right of the Nine title doesn't have dungeons something. Do we like hyphens in titles, or do we like spaces in titles? Yeah, exactly, Vigilant, yeah. So I just thought it was funny. When that was sent to me, I was like, okay, people are gonna think this is funny as shit, which is why I threw it up on Twitter. And I'm glad to see that people indeed thought it was funny as shit, so that was good. GCX is gonna be so hype, yeah. As long as they don't put the raid on GCX, GCX is gonna be so hype. If they do, I'm gonna have a hella hard decision to make. So we shall see. How much rep do you get for like a regular strike? It'd be pretty tone deaf if the raid day was GCX. Yeah, I'm sure there would be like business reasons behind it, but we just have to wait and see. Like, there's no need to panic until it happens, but I think they would also make a lot of people mad because like a lot of our hotel rooms and flights and stuff are going to be non-refundable, which is like kind of shitty. So, or we would lose like a deposit or something. Partially non-refundable. Game changing, absolutely game changing. Yeah, once again, that quote was talking specifically about the secrets, which you have not seen. And also, I've played the game in Gears of War 00. I don't know if I need to tell you this. You have not played the game, so. For now, I consider myself one of the foremost authorities on it. If you don't like that, that's fine. There's plenty of rage bait channels you can go jerk off to, but that's not what we're doing here. Notice most of the hate bait channels also have not played it. That's a very interesting observation that some people might make, so. Are you up to date with the current 9 lore? Not really. Destiny lore is like one of those things. I got like a pretty good vibe of Destiny lore, but when it comes to like specifics, there isn't even really any 9 lore. I know they just like, the last thing I remember reading about the 9, I think it was like they knew Oryx was coming or something. I don't know. Maybe I made that up. I don't fucking know. Oh, how much rep did I get there? Yo, Molina, what's up? Most positive that the title will be Delver. Why do you think? Wait, we already have a Delver title, don't we? Isn't that literally what we just got? Yeah. Was there enough PvP in Marathon in your experience? So all 3 of the playtests I was a part of, at the end they put out leaderboards where it was like, who got kills or whatever. And every single time my team was the within the top 5 people on the leaderboards. Out of everyone there, we got by far the most PvP because our approach was do whatever you need to do, you know, go loot or do a contract, then sit in the center of the map and listen for gunshots and then go ruin someone's day. So in the playtest that you saw footage of with where I was playing with Luke and Ben, we got like many games where we killed every single team on the map.
That's never stopped you before, has it, Guardian?
It was it's a good time. Good fucking time. Can you confirm the 4th map is on the Marathon ship? Can I confirm that? I think I'm allowed to confirm that. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know if I'm allowed to confirm that. How do you think Bungie could have done a better job displaying those zombie Easter egg quests? I don't think they, like, to be clear, I don't want them to, like, show anything of any of that stuff. I even think we saw too. Like, I got to do, it was like 4 versions ago, so almost certainly, like, way more steps and puzzles and have been changed and added and stuff. But we got to see almost, like, the entire thing. At the time, like I said, I hope it's changed like pretty drastically because A, it was like very early and it was obvious it was early, and B, I don't want to like know how to solve it when it comes out. But I don't want them to show any of it. I just want them to like say it's there. And I did watch a couple interviews today. Joe Ziegler did an interview with SkillUp, and Milo did a video with Kevin Yanes. And in both of those interviews, they talk about secrets and mysteries and potential world bosses and stuff like that. That's how I want them to talk about it, in the actual reveal, not in some random interviews. You know what I mean? The fact that they didn't really mention secrets or mystery or pretty much lore one single time in the actual reveal is criminal. That is absolutely criminal. That's all I'm asking for. Hey, Tau Ceti 4, the Marathon ship, the Tau Ceti fucking star system, Lawan, they're fucking weird places. Maybe there's some chances for some mysteries there. And on some of our maps, there could even be player-driven secrets and narrative. You know, that's all I wanted them to say. That's all they needed to say. And I think that would have gotten people super fucking hyped. But I just don't, like, no, I don't want them to spoil anything. I don't want them to tell us anything about the Easter egg. We need to see compilers. You've seen them in a couple trailers. Don't you worry. You've seen them. Who's the King of Kings? My boy Ozymandias, baby. I do plan on playing Blueprints. I don't know if I'll play that on stream, to be honest, but I'll definitely play it myself. Not tomorrow. Friday, we're gonna do the new Zombies map blind, because I haven't played it yet, because I was at Bungie when it came out, which was really unfortunate. Well, I mean, the timing was unfortunate, not where I was at. That was cool. And then, yeah, that's the plan on Friday, because I have Friday off, so. Oh my gosh, I love +1 white box. That's my favorite. You know, also, I better not hear one fucking Destiny player say that they did the UI of Marathon felt unfinished. Hello? Do you know what game you made? Are you serious? Dual stream with Milo? No, I want to go into the new map like completely blind. I also really like the UI. I think some touch like the sort of between matches inventory vault thing, I think could use a little bit of a cleanup. I do like how simple it is though. Did you guys see the requirement, the PC requirements for this game? It's nothing. It's a fucking 1050, bro. A 1050. That's a sorry. My voice is going to crack because I'm still slightly losing my voice from the reveal on Saturday. But a 1050. That's like a 10-year-old graphics card. That's fucking unbelievable. Oh, 1050 Ti. Sorry. Like literally, you could probably get one used for 80 bucks. Absurd. Just insane. In a good way. That's, oh my god, dude. I'm gonna have more frames than I know what to do with. I think that's a fair assessment. I guess we'll just have to see what the Bungie twist is to the extraction genre. Well, I mean, that is the Bungie twist. Like all the secrets and stuff, but I think there's ways they can kind of market it without spoiling it. Just want them to improve the lighting. The lighting was the #1 thing that improved between the second and third playtest that I did. Everything, all the assets, everything, they're not finalized yet. There's going to be, like how Locust, you can see your reflection through the monitor in Locust's armor. There's no way that's what that looks like in the final game. How did they market Vault of Glass? Did they market Vault of Glass? But it's a very different world than 10 years ago. A very different world than 10 years ago. Yeah, you can't really do that anymore.
To rain their hatred down upon you.
Or maybe you can. I don't know. It's like, it's just so much more random nowadays, like what does well. Pretty much you have to announce your game when all the chuds are like hating on another fucking game. That's half of the luck right there. So all they have to do, see, this is what they, look, the Destiny marketing team was faced with two decisions, okay? Are people going to complain, and this is completely sarcastic, I just want everyone to know that, but are people gonna, you know, if, okay, we have to either release on the same day as Borderlands or the same day as Grand Theft Auto. And the marketing team went, oh, dude, people think Borderlands is woke. We'll be fine if we launch on the same day. It's like, you gotta use their own stupidity against them, man. That's the beauty of it. You make Borderlands take all the heat. Fucking hell. It's so sad that this is even a conversation. It's just like, even if we're joking, it's so sad that it's even a conversation. Do you know what you were playing on at Bungie? No, I didn't check the specs of the computer. I don't know. I feel like I don't know. I feel like the chuds just promote the game for you. I don't really think so. Maybe, I don't know. Like obviously they have market studies on this, but I'm not really convinced of that. But didn't you hear Marathon is woke because the Alpha survey asked your gender? It is insane to me that someone who has supposedly been in the fucking industry for what, like 20 years or whatever, is just now for the first time discovering what market research is. Insane. Fucking maybe his game about stealing breast milk would do better if he did some market research first. Like, goddamn, bro. So are we edging Fate with this new expansion? Dude, I'm so ready to be edged.
Looks like the Guardian's been evicted from the battle. How impolite. Our enemies attempt to regroup.
I'd play Marathon over Borderlands every single day of the week. And I think, like, look, I'm not putting down Borderlands because I do really like the Borderlands franchise. I have just been fairly disappointed with Borderlands over the last couple of offerings. Tiny Tina's was pretty good, but the you know, oh, I'm gonna die. The rest of them I've been pretty disappointed with. For me, like I said, and I can make this decision because I played the game. I highly encourage you guys to try to get into the alpha. Definitely play. It seems like there's going to be an open beta or something at some point. I highly recommend you play that and make, you know, your own decisions based off of gameplay. But for me, it's just not even a decision. Just for personal enjoyment. Borderlands will also just get better with patches and DLC. That is another really good point. Streamers watch Dead in the Strike playlist. We don't talk about it, bro. It fucking happens sometimes, you know? I don't know how to fight PvE enemies anymore. I feel like my FOV is wrong. Like, fuck. You don't play Destiny for a couple of days. I guess I played last night, but even then I kind of threw a ton. Yo, what's up, Switey? How you doing? Buddy has been trying to make me play Tarkov for months. I just don't like a game where you can have negative progress. I don't know how Tarkov works in... That's kind of the nice thing about Marathon. Is, yes, you can lose your loot. And in fact, like, I think, like, you'll get kind of used to that pretty fast. But gaining, like, higher quality loot ends up not feeling like a core part of your player progression. As weird as that is coming from a Destiny player, it ends up where a lot of your player progression is trying to get these permanent upgrades and, you know, unlock achievements and kill certain things and that sort of stuff, which is for a lot of that stuff you don't actually have to, like, extract successfully and that sort of thing. So, like, even in a run where you spend 5 minutes and die, likely you have gotten a decent amount of faction rep or completed a contract, or, you know, like, when you loot credits around the map, they automatically go to your, like, bank account, like, in-game. So, like, you are, even if you are dying in Marathon, you are making, like, meaningful progression. And, like, you're just gonna have to take my word on it until you play it, but it feels pretty good. It feels pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. It does suck to lose purples. Like, if you're running, like, a purple gun and purple shields, it does kind of suck. But honestly, it doesn't take that long to get, you know, it'll take you a game or two to get back there. And you are actively making progress while you do it. So it's not, I think it feels fun. It's something you have to, it's like a mentality shift you have to kind of get used to. But it's not like a painful one to get used to. It seems like getting a really good gun is meant to be a cool moment for like 3 or 4 runs. Only the gold gamers will keep that gold mod for weeks. Yeah, exactly. And also, it's the way loot is, like, everyone's going to have those moments. Because, like, oh, I'm gonna fucking die again. God, I'm really good at the strike playlist. A lot of that loot, like, you'll get from, like, key rooms and stuff, which you'll unlock like, you just find keys in the world and stuff. So people will get to experience that. Question, will there be weapons in Marathon you can keep permanently? No. Oh, it's not that I'm aware of. But it's, yeah, it is kind of like a BR in that, like, a BR, you don't really care what happens to your weapons after the match. Like, you made whatever progress towards your battle pass or your, whatever. There's a lot more meaningful progression in an extraction shooter, especially Marathon. But if you've never played one, like, you're just gonna, it's just you approach the game in a lot. And I played a little bit of Tarkov when it first came out prior to this, but I never really played an extraction shooter. I played a little bit of DMZ too, you know, probably 10 hours or whatever of DMZ, and I played a lot of Modern Warfare Zombies, which is essentially an extraction shooter as well, but all PvE. But nothing ever felt like this. Like, guys, you've seen me play fucking PvP, okay? If I'm fucking hooked, I'm hooked. You know what I mean? thought I missed that. My impression is that Marathon is significantly more casual than most extraction shooters. In some senses, I think like the challenge that Bungie has when you're taking a quote unquote casual approach is you have to instill that feeling of like, hey, don't have loot fear. Don't have gear fear. Like, use that thing. Use that thing. You know? And that's a hard thing to instill into gamers, especially that come from like a looter shooter or whatever, right? So I think that's kind of the challenge they have laid out in front of them. But I do think it happens very naturally. Did you try the Division Dark Zone? No, I don't really like third-person games, so I never played the Division.
What does the witness want?
I wish they would tier the maps difficulty-wise. They have. I mean, I've seen interviews this week where they have. Perimeter is the beginner map. Dire Marsh is very wide open, a little more difficult, I would say. The third map, I've never even seen. I've seen one concept art of it. I know it's a bit closer quarters. I think there's fewer teams on it, though. So I would imagine that's even more difficult. And then the fourth map is by far the most difficult. We can play other extraction shooters leading up to Marathon's release. Probably not. I don't really have to. Like, plus, we get Marathon next week, and then we get the beta, and then, like, between that and Destiny, and, like, low-man challenges and stuff, like, I want to go back to solo raw, and I don't really think I'll need anything else to fill the void, you know what I mean? To fill the void in my soul. Am I only getting, like, 100 rep here? Why is every strike 20 minutes long now? There was a video I saw where the guy didn't even understand extraction shooters, saying it's not fair for people to load into raids with better gear. Yeah, I mean, I think that is like one of the things you're gonna run into though, is like trying to get people to understand the genre. So, Marathon's the third map? Nope. Is it 3 at launch and getting a fourth, or 2 at launch and getting a third? 3 at launch and then getting a fourth. That's why when I want rep, I do GMs, yeah. How balanced would you say the ammo economy is in Marathon? I don't know how to, like, answer how balanced is it, but you definitely run out of ammo. You have to be very mindful of it.
Seems they were right.
Never good when the Cabal get this frisky.
Huh? What's that GM this week?
Without a commander. Get in there and take them out.
So I'm Spoon. I am not. And I repeat, I am not LFGing that. Oh, you get 2 maps in the alpha. You get Perimeter and Dire Marsh. No. There's 100% 2 maps in the alpha. 1,000,000,000%. You have to bring in your own supply of ammo. I mean, you can scavenge it, but I would recommend bringing in a stack, personally. You still pick GMs? What's like the fastest GM? Oh, is Lake of Shadows one of them? Oh, wait. Is Lake of Shadows sketchy to LFG? I feel like this season it would be free. Oh my god, I'm bad. Does ammo have different stats? Not that I'm aware of. Just different types of ammo go in different guns. I don't really, like, fast is one of the things I'm looking for in the GM, but I'm more looking for, like, brainlessness and, like, how fast you can do it. It's not that big of a deal. I won't really worry. Like, I'll just kind of chill. It's not like I have content to burn through, you know? I'll just kind of chill and vibe with you guys like this until it's a double Vanguard week, and then I'll worry about it. Yes, Shatter Veil is still on Friday. I don't know if it's alright to say here, but have you heard the idea of making a class where it's a custom runner? Big example. I mean, I don't know why that wouldn't be okay to say here. Like, of course you can say that here, man. If you listen to any of the interviews with Joe Ziegler, the purpose behind the runners was not for, like, oh, Insight Terminus is one of them? Is not for, like, ease of balance or anything like that. The idea of runners and set kind of character kits is to provide to make the game more approachable to people who don't normally play extraction shooters. And so when a person goes into a raid or a run, they call them a raid, or Joe Ziegler usually calls it a raid. I usually call it a run. I don't know what the proper vernacular is, but the idea is like you give someone like a set role. Like, okay, hey, I'm picking this character. I'm the fast one. And that way they can, like, that helps kind of drive their narrative of how they're going to play and helps them approach it a little better. And I like that. It also gives you the ability to play with mods and stuff and add better synergies and more advanced build crafting between things. And I don't know, I feel like people are kind of getting the wrong idea about it, to be honest. Like, it really doesn't affect that much of your gameplay. Calling it a raid is pretty common in extraction shooters. Oh, okay. Well, there you go. So that's just what I would say. Like, I know people really seem to be pushing back against the idea of set runners. It's really not that big of a deal. It impacts gameplay way less than something like a hero in Overwatch or Marvel Rivals. Obviously they have differences, and those usually manifest in PvP. But for most of a run or a raid, as you might call it, you won't really feel the difference. Are they doing a battle pass type thing? They haven't talked about any of that, and I have no idea. Yo, but Nickel, I saw you in the marathon stream. Let's go. Anything you share about customization? Jake the Alright said there's something you want to talk about later. What are your thoughts? Yeah, so we've heard about cosmetic options. Like, for instance, I know some of the end game stuff, like the competitive playlist is gonna have cosmetic things. The faction quests are gonna have cosmetic things if you do like the hardest end game priority contracts. Some of like the secrets I think are gonna have unique cosmetics and stuff. And I think some interviews have talked about like potential types of cosmetics, weapon charms and weapon skins and character skins. But to be honest, like, I didn't have a lot of those conversations myself. Like, they were pretty quiet about those when I asked. And I think more than anything, I think they just don't want to have the conversation about microtransactions right now. I think they're still feeling a lot of that out. The one thing they did say about cosmetics is they are hyper aware of trying to keep the aesthetic of Marathon, and they don't want to disrupt that with any sort of microtransaction or cosmetic items. So like, don't expect like an anime runner, for instance. And when they said that, I don't remember who I was talking to. It might have been Joe Ziegler. Who was it? Maybe it was Brian Austin. And I said, well, okay, I'll make one exception if you make like a a goth girlfriend skin for Glitch. But other than that, I like the idea. And then we saw the short film, and there's literally a goth girlfriend skin for Glitch. I thought that shit was so fucking funny, dude. It's like, all right, they're on the same wavelength. We get it. We get it, bro. We fucking get it. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, man. Have you seen Arc Raiders teaser? I don't really know anything about Arc Raiders. I saw some people were tagging me in it because it's like an extraction shooter. Like, I don't know, man. It's just not really on the if I see gameplay and I think it looks cool, I'll try it out. But for like right now, I'm not really trying to search for other things to get into. You know what I mean? Like, I've got like a pretty full plate. And so that's just kind of where I'm at. Can players of the same team run all the same runner? Yep, any composition is allowed. Glitch is for normies, Thief is mommy. Insane. I don't think he's played the marathon ship map. Who, me? Bruh. Have I played the
Intel indicates the command.
I don't know what you're talking about. Can I get some NDA emotes in chat, please?
We've got other fires burning.
When did you find out the release date? I don't know, like 6 months ago? Something like that. I guess the firm release date would have been actually just a couple weeks ago, but like a hand wavy release date, we definitely had an idea the first time I went up. At least like a targeted date. It wasn't set in stone until, I guess, a couple weeks ago when I was there. Will you be streaming on May 6th? Of course! You're allowed to talk about the marathon ship map as long as you say subject to change. I think a lot of it is also like, I don't know how much I want to talk about the marathon ship map. Like, I want people to know there's secrets in the game and like community mysteries to solve and shit. But also, like, I want it to be a secret. Like, I think people should be aware that it's there and get excited for it. But I don't want to like say anything about it because everyone's experience. I promise you, your experience will be better if you go into it not knowing anything about it. I promise you. As someone who went into it with no knowledge of it, I promise you, your experience is going to be better if you do the same. Does Marathon have DPS phases? I mean, they call me raid boss, so I guess. Woka, what's up? Hey, Scarrow, kind of weird question, but I recently started playing Destiny 1 again, and it just ended my Echoes of Oryx quest, but I got no achievement. Anything? Oh, dog, I have like, oh my god. I haven't thought about Destiny 1 since I've been like above the legal age of drinking, and I'm 27. I have literally no idea. I just saw something about the ship map on X, and I wish I didn't already. Not a bad thing. Yeah, I would just like, I would not actively seek out spoilers. And once again, we played I think we were the last group to play the ship map. I think 2 groups played the ship map. I think it was Lupo's group in August, and then our group in October, I think. And maybe there are a few more, but I believe those were the 2 groups that played. It changed very drastically between when we played, and then that was even like 6 months ago, and there's still 5 months until release. So it is going to change a lot. But even then, I would not just go out and look for... I would not go out and look for stuff. Mida multi-tool in Marathon. There is a scout rifle that is pretty much, yeah. Do you think Bungie purposely did not talk about a lot about the game because they want it to be a mystery? Maybe, but I don't know why that would extend to like the gameplay aspects they didn't show. You choose what maps you enter. Will you be under NDA for Alpha like everyone else? For now, I have been literally begging everyone that'll listen to me, everyone I know at Bungie that'll listen to me, let me promote the game by playing it, please. And it's not even necessarily, like, I don't really care about promoting the game, it's just the spin I'm putting on it. I just want you guys to see the game. I want you all to see the game. I want you to see me play the game. That makes me excited.
That means more hostages.
Yo, No Glimmer, thank you for the raid, my friend.
They're taking the captives to a pyramid installation nearby.
Mara's magic will help you breach the...
Just let me show people the game, please. I've been begging. Because I really just want to I think those moments are gonna hit. Whether we clutch up or we get fucking wrecked, I think those moments will hit so much harder with an audience watching. The one thing I'm trying to think about solutions to, and it's Shrimp, I'm really interested to see how Tarkov streamers handle this. How do I avoid getting stream sniped? Yeah, Joel, you can talk about your experiences. Are you fucking kidding me? Is this taking away my streak, by the way? Oh my god, I think it is.
We've spotted increased activity near the newest.
There's no way they're gonna keep people from leaking alpha footage. You're gonna have an identifier in your footage, like on screen. "30-second stream delay." It's a technical question. So they showed a full-fledged weather system in Marathon. Do you think they can implement that in Destiny 2? I mean, they kind of have on Europa. I just don't think people really... I don't know if that adds a lot to Destiny. They just covered the IDs? Yeah, that's true.
Guardian, my forces report that Shadow Legion units are shifting.
Didn't they say something about the expansion being free? For Destiny? No. You have to pay for the 2 yearly expansions. The other quarterly updates are free. Did you show chat my chicken jockey joke? No, I didn't. It's pretty good, though. But I'm just going to let them wonder what it was. I don't get the hate Marathon is receiving from the Destiny side. It's like, if it goes well, both IPs will do better. Yeah, the thing is that requires people to use critical thought, and that requires creators, or like, you know, Twitter accounts or whatever, to not be disingenuous for clicks. And like, I understand, like, the one aspect I really do understand is like, if you feel kind of hurt because like you saw, you know, Destiny struggling a little bit, and you see like all these devs working on Marathon. But like, even then, almost like twice the amount of devs work on Destiny. Like, we just found out that only 300 devs work on Marathon. So that means somewhere in the 500, 550, 600 range, somewhere in there, work on Destiny. Not even close. And, you know, I do think like, I get it. I get why people feel hurt or whatever. I just feel personally like a lot of their there are much better places you can point that blame. Like, I don't know, when they fucking laid off what, like 12% of the studio or whatever.
Which means they could infiltrate the network and gain access to the Veil.
The Taken are relentless, especially under the Witness's control. We need to get in there and stop them.
Yeah, but all the good devs love Destiny too. If that's like your actual opinion, dog, like, I'm sorry. You know, that's all I can say at this point. I just don't even know. Misguided resentment, yeah, that's... Yeah, I just don't even know, like, increasingly, I just don't even know how to respond to, like, shit like that anymore, you know what I mean? Because I feel like just every time I kind of get, I don't want to say angrier, but more resentful towards just, like, random-ass people on the internet, and it's like, there's no way that's healthy. Let Daddy9 handle this one, buddy. That was pretty fucking sick, eh? I really wanted to I'm pretty sure I remember Forcer dooming about a delay. I'm like 90% sure, but I was like on my lunch break and I didn't want to spend it, like, my lunch break looking that up. So like, I was gonna reply, bro, you were wrong about the Marathon delay. Let Daddy9 handle this. But I didn't have time to fact check that, so I just picked the Daddy9 thing. It was pretty sick though, yeah? I think that one hits pretty hard. Like those certain people that made it special if you feel you. I mean, like, if we're just like making random shit up now, sure, dog. You know what I mean? Like, I can just sit here and say anything I want. You know? That doesn't make it true. You know, it's just... It's a fucking also incredibly weird thing to say when we literally just had the best expansion in the history of the game.
ARG is built on the energy field produced by the Veil. It's resilient, but not impenetrable. A backdoor wouldn't be impossible.
I saw Asmongold say the cinematic trailer was a letdown.
This will also help our Vex problem.
Brother.
Maybe.
Well, he is now experiencing what both his mother and my mother were felt when we were born, but it is what it is, you know? We can't all be winners. If that is truly what he said, I don't fucking know, man. I don't really care, to be honest, but
There's got to be a way to destroy these blights. We can't let more of them form.
the weirdest thing for me is that people that love Destiny but want Marathon to fail as if it'll make Destiny better. That's, look, the surprise Pikachu face if Marathon doesn't do well and Destiny shuts down. Bungie gets absorbed into Sony. All the Destiny lover Marathon haters. Fucking me crazy. I don't know. Look, at this point, all of like the social commentary bits aside, I have a significant amount of time in the game. I know I enjoy it. And at the end of the day, that's really all the fuck I care about anyways. Is this guy gonna skip too, or can I skip? I've been trying different games for years. Thank you, buddy. For years and years, and nothing has been able to capture, like, consistently hold my attention, other than Destiny. People think Shadow Keep Young Light era Destiny is better than what we have now. Absolutely insane. There's no way like anyone actually thinks that. People who have nostalgia for Forsaken, I get it. People who like the Witch Queen expansion, not the seasons, I get it. You know?
Infesting any space they're found in. If we'd waited any longer, this would have been much worse.
Yeah.
Glad to find your channel since I want actual game info and breakdowns and not doom posting as most people. Game looks fun as fuck. Yeah, it is. And I just had an interesting, we're gonna do a thing, another, I don't want to like say too much because I don't know how much they want me talking about it, but essentially we're gonna be doing like a breakdown of someone else who played it. We're gonna be doing a breakdown of like a full game. Like they go in and we talk through like what they did, maybe the other activities that they could have done that they didn't do, and really to give you an idea of like what a run of Marathon looks like. And I'm pretty excited for that because we were only able to show total oh no, I need to go down there. No. We were only able to show total 20 minutes of gameplay. And it's like, I obviously didn't want to waste my 20 minutes doing a single run when I wanted like specific clips from all of my, like my best clips from all my different runs. So this provides a really interesting opportunity where this might be like one of the only runs you guys will get to see completely front to back with like insight into it. And I think that's a really cool idea. So we're going to be doing that later this week and I can't wait for it. It'll be a fun little video, I think. So any updates on Destiny Rising? No. Why do we only see footage of one map? That's just what Bungie wanted. The other map, Perimeter, in the alpha is still a little early. Like, there's still unfinished textures and stuff. It looks really good for the most part, but there's still some unfinished stuff. And they really wanted to make sure that we were, like, showing you know, what would be closest to the representation of a final state, even though obviously nothing's final yet because the game is still 5 months away. You know, they want, and understandably, they want like the best looking stuff to be shown. And so that's also why we were only allowed to show 20 minutes total of footage. We recorded 4 or 5 hours, but by limiting us to 20 minutes, they ensure that like, hey, we are like actually showing finished stuff and the stuff that looks, you know, the most polished and like the most important to gameplay. So we didn't just sit there like picking apart unfinished parts of the game. It's an interesting but like a smart move on their front for sure. Do you think the maps will have good variety story environment wise? Yes, 100%. 100%. Even the 3 maps that I have played, they all play incredibly differently in a very interesting way, and have different environmental storytelling and you know, experiences, which is cool. So something I'm very fond of, and I'm really excited for the other map, the 4th map that we haven't seen, which is actually the 3rd map. It's like a military base city one, supposedly, like something like that. I don't think anyone's actually seen it because I think it's still very early, but they said it's very close quarters, and I'm really excited to see what that looks like because a lot of the game's like pretty wide open right now. Three, 4 maps is actually pretty uncommon for an extraction shooter. I think it seems like a lot. I don't know for sure, but are you gonna be stream that gameplay video? It's gonna be on YouTube. It's gonna be on YouTube. If people want, I can, you know, do a rewatch next time I stream and kind of talk about it and break it down for sure. Just kind of what people, I'm always down to talk more about Marathon, you know what I mean? I thought the 4th map was the ship. I don't want to talk too much about it, but that's why I said the 4th map, which is actually the 3rd map. I do really feel like I'm their target audience as someone who loves PvP and hasn't played in the genre because extraction games today feel either too complicated, boring, bloated. They seem like they bring a new take to the genre. I think they are simplifying a lot of it. They're taking a lot of the bloat out, and then they are adding some of that secret sauce that I've been talking about to it. So Tarkov has like 10 maps, but released in 2018. Well, how many did it have at launch? Is the map in the announcement trailer still one of the maps? In the announcement trailer, that is Dire Marsh. Oh. The the 2023 announcement trailer? I'd have to go back and watch that, actually. I haven't watched it since then. 3 maps at launch? Well, where'd you get the Era shirt? I don't even remember. Probably on their website, but I don't remember for sure. Oh, are we hitting the fucking...
We're here, stranger.
We're not strangers anymore.
Do you think Edge of Fate will rekindle the story? Oh, I have fucking no idea.
Whatever works.
I mean, with Destiny, you can throw a fucking... You can flip a coin for that question. I have no idea.
So, what's our plan?
Despite our best efforts, the Vex Gate within remains active thanks to Aramis. Destroying it loses us a vital...
Your favorite band? Hell yeah. Do you know JT plays Destiny? We're doing skips. We doing speedruns out here. Am I gonna beat the barrier? That's the question. It's hard to do. No! Oh, I almost made it. Fuck. They didn't fix that, did they? You can still do that? Any idea when Bungie's sending out the alpha codes? Sometime in the next week, I think, but I don't know for sure. I think 3 is more than enough personally, but then we get the 4th too. I mean, the 4th is like... Smile if you know anything about Edge of Fate. I genuinely don't. I didn't even know it was called that. I have never play tested anything for Destiny. I've never been to Bungie for Destiny. Oh my god, did I... Fuck! I know you can... Isn't the 4th coming with the season? I don't want to say it's coming with this season. I don't fucking know. I know it's coming very soon after. I got this. I got this. I will hit the skip. These people are gonna be so fucking mad. By the time I successfully hit the skip, they're gonna be there naturally. I don't care. All right, here we go. First try. I mean, they probably don't want outside people to playtest. A ton of outside people have playtested. Oh, I don't know about Destiny. I thought if you're talking about Marathon, a ton of outside people have played. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. I'm really fucking good at the game, okay? I like... I usually do this when I sparrow fly, so...
Here we are again, cleaning up another of Clovis Bray's misses.
I'm sure.
Watch, I'm gonna hit the skip first try this time.
He's the reason all this is here in the first place.
It's this guy who soloed Atheon? Fucking allegedly.
It's his fault the Vex invaded. His fault so many people died. I did everything I could to help. It still wasn't enough.
This is why matchmaking with PC players can be annoying, bruh. Are you only PC players fail skips? Are you trying to say console players hit skips first try every time? Look at this. Oh my god, perfect. He's saying they can't hit skips. I know, I was playing into it. Do you think the game will change a lot before launch based off of the feedback? Yeah, for sure. There's a reason they do like alphas, you know what I mean? I'm really bummed that I can't stream the alpha. It's been like, I just want to share it with you guys. I just want to be happy. Bungie, why do you not want me to be happy? Do you think Marathon will release? The fuck does that mean? Do I think Marathon will release? See, they added the caterpillar shirt? Bro, that's a silkworm? Why can't you stream it? The alpha is completely NDA'd. No one's allowed to share any video or anything with it. I know Cross was saying that it's ridiculous to think much will change, and then Alpha is like a sneak peek to see if people like the game. That's a weird thing for Cross to say. I mean, Cross only got to play it once, so I don't think it's that surprising that maybe he doesn't see how quickly the game can change. I mean, maybe if he gave better feedback, more critical, maybe they just couldn't understand him. He was like, I was running, yeehaw, brother. That was the worst Cross accent I could ever do. But you know what I mean? He was probably so fucking he was going for it. And they were like, I don't know what this guy's fucking talking about. I have to do it better. I can only, like, I grew up in the South. I can do an all right, like, super rednecky accent. I don't know what the fuck Aztecross's accent is. Yeah! Yeah, that's probably what he said. Got this gold weapon? Yeah! And the devs are like, is that a good thing? What the fuck is this guy saying? And then they're making a, don't invite this guy back. He saw Glitch, he was like, make me a mommy skin! They're like, what the fuck is this guy on, bro? Where's Cross from? I thought he was a Kiwi. No, I think he's from South United States. I don't know though. His accent's crazy in a good way. I really like his accent. I'm quite jealous of it. I spent a significant like part of my life trying to get rid of like a twang, brother. It wasn't as sexy as his. He went into evil cross mode. Oh, other chat saying he's from Louisiana. I don't even fucking know. Anyways, I'm jealous. And I've never heard him say yuns. So I think is he actually from the South though? I think he might be a plant, dude. Cross is a CIA plant. What biome would you like for a map as a marathon? I think a snow map would look really good with the color scheme of the game.
That's the last of them, isn't it?
Good riddance, evil bastards. Until next time.
Was he joking about the alpha thing? I'm getting mixed things. Okay, I don't really care what I gotta stop focusing on what other people are saying. It doesn't even matter. I have seen the game like drastically transform in a couple of months. So there is a very real possibility that yes, a lot of the feedback that people are giving now is implemented in a very meaningful way before the game launches. Absolutely 100%. I don't give a fuck what anyone else says. That is the truth that I've seen manifest. Prometheus, what's up? So was the intention behind the reveal more of a feeler for feedback than an actual full-on reveal? No, I think it was supposed to be a full-on reveal. I think extraction shooters are maybe hard to show off because a lot of like the enjoyment or like the coolness factor of an extraction shooter is the like the tension. And how do you convey that? How do I make you feel tense with like 2 minutes of gameplay? It's pretty hard to do in a meaningful way, I think. Which I think is why they went with the panel. I just think the panel was, once again, I like the dev panel as an after show. I don't like it as the main show, personally, so. What's up, Scaro? Is there anything new in this week in Destiny? I don't think so. We're just vibing. Do you think they will have Destiny Easter eggs in Marathon? Bungie pretty much always has, at some point, Easter eggs to other games in their games. Like, I mean, the Halo hand cannon, or the Halo Magnum is pretty much in Marathon. So, like, that sort of stuff. I'd be pretty surprised if we didn't get, like, some subtle nods to Destiny. For sure. Oh, what do I have to kill here? Is it this guy? I have forgotten all my... It has been many seasons since I've just, like, done strikes. I've forgotten all the tech.
We're heading inside now.
Yeah, it's really, like, I think it was also a bad move that we didn't get a buy dog.
You're looking for one of the Queen's Techians. Tech witches, you Guardians call them.
They did a Destiny presentation to show Marathon? No, they didn't, though. Why is it so fucking dark? What the shit?
Much as you might like to do the same, you must spare her.
They didn't do a Destiny reveal, though. Destiny reveals are always, like, incredibly polished, Vidoc, gameplay reveal. Maybe they show off some of the new weapons. Then maybe they show off, like, the collector's edition, like, highly polished down to, like, the second. This was nothing like a Destiny reveal. Anyone specifically you're gonna main? I think it's gonna be Glitch, but I'm gonna use Locust a ton in the alpha. But I do think, like, depending on what you're doing, every one of the... I think every one of the heroes... the runners. God damn it, dude. I have internet brain rot. I think every one of the runners... Isn't there supposed to be a portal here? What's going on? Did this guy break it by leaving? There we go. I think every one of the runners is going to have... Like, I'm going to play all of them, for sure.
Cover me.
I feel like a PvE story would go hard for it. I don't think they need it, man. I mean, like, yeah, it doesn't need to be Destiny 3. And, like, I just think they have the perfect medium to already explore that type of thing. Well, so which runner do you feel least fits the art style? It was 1000%, it was 1000% the medic one, but they have fixed it now. It looks way better. But I think all 4 of the current ones look really good, personally. I think all 4 of the ones that currently exist, I think, fit the game really well. I wish Locust wasn't so shiny and reflective, but other than that, I feel like they look really good. The medic is in the cinematic and it looks dookie. Is that design same as what you saw? What do you mean the medic is in the cinematic? What? I'm guessing the rabbit was a placeholder model now of what? Oh, fuck off, dude. God damn it. This is why you keep your eyes on the road, kids. Oh, the old runners? I mean, so the old runners were back when it was like there weren't set runners. Yeah, but day 1 rating, I don't fucking look at chat the whole time. You know what I mean? Oh no! Fucking Mantle, dude. I'm literally the greatest Destiny player of all time. I'm having a rough day, okay? I'm a little rusty here. I need a washed emote. I'm just washed, dude. Bro, get back here. I want to see Thief's gameplay. She looks sick. Thief is pretty fun to play. In the very, very early version of her I played, she was really fun. Okay, I'll check that out in a little bit. I can't believe I didn't. I'm wondering if you actually can, or if that's someone else. Interesting. I feel like I would have like noticed it if was them, but I'll check. Is Marathon exclusive your 3-play experience, or will be the currently there's no plans for alternate modes. Thank you, Salty Grippo. I appreciate that. It's been a lot of fun. If you have time, you should totally check out. Oh yeah. Oh, we're vibing. We don't really know what the customization looks like yet.
There's our Techian. You ready?
Come on, nerds, let's go. Bro, why did they have to make strikes harder? I'm just trying to, like, survive here. I got kitty hair in my nose. It's itchy. I'm hoping so hard they don't go hard on the microtransaction due to the entry price tag. Yeah, I have like a loose nose hair or something. That's really fucking with me. Jesus. I agree, but we'll just have to wait and see. Like I said, they wouldn't talk to us at all about any of the like microtransactions or cosmetics or anything. So I have no idea what that's gonna look like. I don't know if seasons are gonna be free. I have no idea.
Watch yourself.
Make me insane behavior. Gobi. Wow. First try. Never mind. Oh, I'm on the taking goo. Also, like, why am I not healing? All my homies hate the strike playlist, bro. Escape will make me bust, bro. Oh, I'm dead. I just now realized, I'm like 4 strikes in and I just realized that there's a health modifier here. So I'm new to the extraction genre. How does loot work again? Like attachment stuff, do you lose them when you die? Yeah, you lose everything when you die. You get to keep permanent upgrades and you get to keep like your money and stuff, but like everything on your body, you lose. What's the one aspect of the marathon you're hyped for? It's the secrets, 100%. What are they doing? Oh my god, he's a gamer. What are the base guns? Are the base guns feel good for you then? Yes, a lot of them do feel pretty good. The one they give you for the welcome pack or the sponsor kits, it's called the Overrun auto rifle. It's so bad. I think it's everyone's least favorite gun in the game. And I looked at them, like the devs, and I was like, look, you guys cannot make this. If people are dying, this cannot be the gun they use every time. It's awful. They're going to hate their existences in this universe. It was so I hope they switch that up. Honestly, both the auto rifles were quite underwhelming. The Bully SMG, which was the SMG I was using, just cleared both of them. It wasn't even close. So. Watch it get Omega buff. Maybe it will. Why do you think they're revealing Fate so late this time around? It's because they didn't want to overlap with the marathon stuff. Like, almost certainly. Also, they have, like, I made a video about this, if you want to know more in depth, but it's, they now have to advertise 2 expansions for Destiny a year on top of Marathon. That makes their marketing windows much tighter. Because normally, if they're advertising 6 months in advance, like they would normally do, that means as soon as Apollo or Edge of Fate comes out, they have to start advertising for Behemoth. They're not going to want to do that. That's ridiculous. And they're also not going to want that marketing to overlap with Marathon marketing. So they're going to have much narrower marketing windows, especially for like expansions for Destiny now, closer to, you know, 2 or 3 months, which is exactly what they're doing. Which is normal for an expansion in like any other game, any other franchise. 3 months is completely normal. We're just like, fucking Bungie just has the most insane promotion thing ever due to delays. No, damage is not a stat in Marathon for guns or anything. More hype for Marathon or Apollo? Talk to me after the Apollo reveal. Although the fact that it's about the 9 is really fucking exciting, but type of runners do you think the other 2 will be? One's a medic and one's a thief. So if I lose a gun, will I lose that rarity of that gun? I don't really know what that means. If you lose the gun, you just lose it. Like it's gone. You have to go loot another one. I don't want to ask, but I gotta. Are we as the Destiny community screwed if Marathon doesn't hit the books? Likely, but I obviously don't know the, you know. I'm not Bungie's accountant, bro. I have no idea. Someone had to guess the number of alpha players are targeting? No idea. Are they going to stretch out the DLC story for 6 months? No, they never do that. They never do that. Any sort of health to gun, like if you die, you lose 1 point out of 3, and once you die 3 times with it, you lose it? No, like, okay, if you die, you lose everything on your character. It's just gone. You exfilled the space, like your body gets sent back to space and you have whatever's in your vault or whatever, but everything that was on your body is still in the map and other players can loot it. You lose everything. The factions will be fairly involved, at least in the build I played, which is in a really cool way, which is exciting. They're also the main way you progress, like character progression through the game, in a really fun way. How often do you think we'll get new runners added? That's a really good question, and I have no idea. Or anything on the 4. They said, I mean, this is one of my critiques in my review video. You guys should go watch my Marathon videos if you haven't yet. One of my main critiques in the Review video is like most of the enemies are just USEC robots for now. I think, like I talked about this yesterday on stream, I'm pretty sure the way they are approaching this is we are like, as Marathon 2025 starts and like as we get access to it, I think it's like right before shit is about to pop off. So I think like maybe the first season will be us like learning what's up with Toxicity 4 and, you know, the remnants of maybe the marathon or whatever, and like learning what, like kind of getting our situation and like learning our place in the universe and stuff. And then I think, I have literally no idea if this is true or not, but I think shit is gonna start to pop off very fast. Why am I in the farm?
My scouts say that recent captives have been taken to an off-world
Oh,
prison.
fuck.
Free them and bring cleansing light to the heart.
I forgot this was a fucking battleground, dude.
Can the Guardian make it all the way out of the stratosphere this way?
There is no such thing.
I totally forgot about this shit.
Existence is subject to my influence.
I appreciate the confidence, but it seems the Taken have some...
Didn't they say that all seasonal content, excluding reward pass, would be free? Something like that. I don't know about the season pass, but would you expect there to be cutscenes in the game? Yes, of course. Dado had the exact same reaction earlier. No way. Dado was just running strikes today. Bro, these battlegrounds, I'm so glad they never added them to GMs. They are shit. I am not a fan of these strikes at all, which is really annoying because literally half the strikes I've ran today have been these. I am a big defender of a lot of battlegrounds. Not these. These three are bad.
Target the most powerful Taken. They're the key to breaking through their defenses.
They haven't been added yet? Okay, yeah, fucking take that back. God, I hope they're never added. They're actually so bad. Echo's battlegrounds are good. They're the best strikes we've gotten in a long time. They're very good. Convert, yeah, I can't wait for those to be GMs. I think those will be quite fun. And then the best ones though for GMs are the heists or whatever. No, not the heists. The Warmind bunker ones. Are those heists? Those ones are good. What makes them bad? They're just boring as shit, dude. Every one of these has a step where you have to destroy or do something 9 fucking times, and it's like, why? Just why? And then the boss rooms for these three are so boring as well, man. Okay, pet peeve, can we get rid of the term battleground? They're like strips with similar structure, just call them strikes. For some of them I agree, for some of them I don't. I do think the lines between battlegrounds and strikes have been blurred a ton. Like a lot. Especially recently. Like for instance, I would call the Echo's battlegrounds definitely more akin to strikes. In most people's minds or whatever. This shit! This ain't a strike. That's all I know. Yes, and then they fucking spawn them where they just roll off the edge. God, I hate these are so. And then I just fucking miss them, bro. If this falls off the fucking map, I swear to God. Give them no tracking, make them spawn where they roll off the edge. This shit is awful. Which marathon map is your favorite one? Yeah, the fourth one. I like Perimeter better than Marsh, though. I think it flows a lot better. Not that Marsh is a bad map. I do really like Marsh as a map. But I think Perimeter just offers such good gameplay. It's a little faster. I think they're actually, like... I don't think Perimeter is that much smaller. But the way that the map is structured, it's more round than long, and you can get around it way faster compared to Marsh, which is a long map. All right, don't fuck these up, boys. It went right fucking through it! It went right through it! It literally went right through it, bro! It literally went right through it! Sebastian, what can you say about the anomaly on Dire Marsh? Is it kind of thing present on any of the other maps? When I played the other maps, very early versions of the other maps, so that sort of thing wouldn't have been added yet. So I don't know. I don't know, and I have no idea what it is.
We wouldn't have gotten far.
Yogi, you still can't do the collectibles for the title. They will be available on Tuesday. Yes, Vertigo. That's exactly right. Sebastian, you're one of the few YouTubers who shares my excitement for Marathon. So apologies for all the questions. Please don't apologize. It is so nice to get like actual genuine curiosity and questions about Marathon, rather than the alternative. So.
Stymied by the ship's internal system.
There's a mental hurdle in my head when it comes to swamp environments and games, because it's where I live. I already don't like living in a swamp. Don't make me play one. Well, marshes and swamps are two distinct geological formations. Marshes have trees, and I think swamps don't. Or maybe it's the other way around. One of the two. I get what you mean, though. Minecraft swamps have trees. Then marshes don't have trees, but they do actually in Marathon. Oh my god, it's a dire swamp! Oh my, they did it wrong! Are any Destiny 2 maps on the terms of scale you can play? No. I would say Dire Marsh is the size of... I mean, closer to like a small patrol zone? Dire Marsh is probably this big. Problem with Tarkov right now is the spawn points are imbalanced in relation to important POIs for testing and looting. Do you think that's an issue present in Marathon at this point? I haven't ran into it, but also like we were always some of the better PvP teams, so I'm definitely not the best person to ask about that. It's pretty big. Dire Marsh is pretty big. No, maybe not including the tunnels. I'm just... Every POI does have like 3 or 4 layers. I would say it would take you just running from the long end of Marsh to the long end of Marsh probably 3.5 minutes. Maybe a little less than that. It's pretty big though. I mean, I would say like in the extraction timers are about 55 seconds at minimum. And if you are more than like a POI and a half away, you're not getting there in time. So, and I think there's 8 major POIs on Marsh. It's a good size though, but it is definitely the biggest map. Are secrets in Marathon gonna be community driven? I don't know. They didn't really tell us much about that. Something like the Cosmodrome? It's hard to say. Maybe like the Destiny 2 version of the Cosmodrome, not counting the right side. Hello! She's been laying there like ever since you left. Where's the Cosmodrome at? Here? I can definitely see Marsh being like this. Oh, maybe that's too big though.
Desperate. I can sense their confusion.
Maybe like this
No surprise there.
to this.
They thought they were safe in
But-
their flying fortress. Then all of a sudden the guy.
It's hard to make a comparison because you move so fucking fast in Destiny.
Sets them on fire.
Does your wife support your streaming?
I'd be plenty anxious too.
Victoria! If you call an extraction and your timer hits 0, would it disappear? Oh, I don't know. I have literally no idea. In previous builds that I played, as soon as the time hit 0, you just fucking died. Yeah, she supports my streaming. I was gonna get her to answer, but she walked away.
The light of our balefires will further discourage them.
Scouts have spotted some air units headed your way as well. Keep your eyes up.
You think they're saving the 4 as a release or secret thing? I think it'll be like a narrative, like a seasonal narrative thing. I think they want to get people like, keep in mind the like your characters, the USEC and shit, like none of them know they exist. No one knows what happened to the marathon, like canonically. So I think they want us to be on that equal footing narratively, and then have it as part of the seasonal narrative that the 4 show up and like fucking kill us or whatever. So I would say like season 1's probably gonna be all like us versus USEC. Maybe a couple hints towards alien life. And then kind of grow from there. USEC must know if they're fighting us. They're just stopping us from like getting access to the tech and artifacts. Like they want to know what's up. Yeah, as far as we know, USEC doesn't know. Maybe they do. I don't fucking know. Yo, Arsenal, what's up? Dude, this modifier is fucking miserable, dude. Oh, I don't even know where to begin to answer that question, Sebastian. I enjoy it a lot. I'm excited to see what they do with it before launch, and I can't wait to play the alpha. That's what you get. I can't give it a number based off of potential, because when it comes to things like this, like I have no idea what the max potential of something is, you know what I mean? When they send out the alpha codes? Soon, but I don't know exactly when. I would think they'd do more dev live streams or something in the lead up, answering questions. It seems to be the format they're going with. Not a huge fan, but it does seem to be what they're doing. I do plan on playing the marathon games pre-launch, for sure. What What extraction shooters have you played? I played a little bit of Tarkov when it first came out, played a little bit of DMZ, and I played a lot of Mono Fur Zombies, which is extraction-ish. But other than that, not a ton, to be completely honest. This is definitely the first one that has really captured my attention. Or maintained my attention. You can create trains of mobs tied together in Minecraft now. Oh yes, that's gonna make freaking transporting piglins for bartering farms way easier. That's base as fuck. Why is this the worst thing ever? For sake, I think Marathon has the potential to set a very high standard in every aspect for AAA gaming moving forward. That might be a bit much to say, but I do think it has a lot of potential. But it's like, you know, we have to see what they do with feedback. We have to see what everything looks like. And like, it's a live event, so the most important thing is like, it doesn't matter how good the game is, the community sentiment has to be there. Like these sorts of games, like Destiny, are always better when people are, you know, enjoying themselves and like the communities comes together to do some crazy shit. So there's a lot out of Bungie's control there, so we'll see. I'm excited for it, but you know, I don't want to get ahead of myself before people get their hands on it. I want a lot of people to get their hands on it first. Marathon looks trash. They should have just stuck with Destiny 2. Well, I have great news for you. Sorry that you don't think Marathon looks interesting, but they didn't abandon Destiny 2. In fact, Destiny 2 has many, almost twice as many devs, and we get information on the new expansion very soon. So they did stick with Destiny 2. This must be the best day of your life, my friend. I'm happy I could be the person to give you this news.
What did the witness do to the traveler? No one's been able to follow it through the portal.
How difficult was it for you to pick up Marathon when you first tried it? Oh, it's super easy. I mean, if you know Bungie shooters, like it feels like home.
Within themselves the seeds of their own destruction. So too does the witness. We will follow it.
Feels like home for sure.
We all will make our own fate.
Thank you, bro. Made my day better. Let's go. Look at that dumb kitty. Hi. Is in the Marathon universe, is there only one race of aliens or many? Oh, many. I mean, even in the original game, you had the Spit, you had the Four, you had the Workicacator, you have the, what's more of a god than an alien, but you have the, what was the Forerunners? The Yarrow, thank you. Yeah. The Yarrow. There's many. Have you failed to extract before? Oh, yeah. That's the one thing I'm excited for them to dive into OG Marathon lore a lot. I am very interested to see how Bungie would approach adding new races to like a universe like Marathon. Now, you know, thinking about Destiny, how likely is that? I don't know, but it is something that excites me. I hope we learn more about that. Weren't the R from Pathways into Darkness? They're from both. I mean, Pathways into Darkness is very closely, I mean, it is essentially a Marathon prequel for all intents and purposes, you know? No, I subbed because I almost had a heart attack. I thought they were abandoning it in Destiny 2. I got you, man. I got you. I would recommend following Destiny the game on Twitter. Arsenal, go to the like redeem an emblem page. Go to like history or whatever, like where you can see everything else. It's one of the tabs where you can see past redemptions, and then hit reload on it. How would you explain Marathon Lore in one sentence? Halo, but darker. It's pretty good. You guys have to admit, that's pretty fucking good.
I welcome you, but my forces, they do not.
Joseph Cross recently said they're working on making the game look even better. Reiterating, it is still an alpha. Crazy how this even has to be said. It is good that they came out and said it, though, because even though it shouldn't have to be said, it is one of those things that at least we can point to and be like, you guys are fucking idiots. You know? And that's good to have. Any lore video recommendations? Yes. Hidden Xperia does really good videos for the original Marathon games. And then for the ARG lore, especially the first ARG in 2023, Jake the Alright did a really good breakdown of like what, you know, all the new factions or returning factions, new and returning factions, kind of their involvement in the Marathon universe and how that plays into essentially in the old games are separated by 100 years from the new games, 100-ish years from the new games, and in between we don't really know what happened other than Tau Ceti got like destroyed by the Four, but that's what we see at the very beginning of the cinematic that they just released. But the people like back on Earth don't really know what is happening with the Marathon or Tau Ceti, and it took them a long time to make another ship and get out there. And so like you have all of these different corporations and USEC and MIDA all vying for control of the new potential resources and stuff on Tau Ceti, fighting like a cold war with each other almost, trying to get to Tau Ceti first, or you know, surprise the other competitors and try to get there. But meanwhile, they all know very little or nothing about the aliens and the fall of Marathon and stuff like that. So it's a really cool concept. Everyone's essentially going to be fucking blindsided all at the same time. And I think shit's going to pop off and it's going to be really cool. Thoughts on Arachne? So I don't know much about Arachne, obviously, because they didn't exist in the original lore. And we pretty much have only seen them, I think, in-game menus. I'm excited to see what they're all about. The cinematic was insane. I really think it is one of the best pieces of like video game media I've ever seen. Just like, I can't believe they spent the money and time to do that. Absurd. Cross is saying because the 9 locos look taken, we're gonna take in subclass. This fucking guy. This guy will say anything. I feel bad for giving him shit about reading a Destiny Bulletin article, but then I don't feel bad about giving him shit about reading a Destiny Bulletin article. Okay, but we need more pink cat. That's when people were like, oh, what role does that play in the game? Before my NDA was, you know, over. I was like, I didn't even know this shit existed. Like, that shit is not in the game. Like, I don't know what that is. I expect it to be in the game now. Like, people clearly fucking loved it. But I don't know what that shit was. Came out of nowhere.
We are Cabal. We eat the mountains. We drink the seas. You seek to drive a knife into the heart of my tank?
Dire March looks too clean for a post-invasion settlement. Yeah, that's because all the buildings and shit that you see in Dire March are like fabricated buildings from USEC. Those are new. Everything that you see has been put up by USEC. Maybe not just USEC, like the different corporations and USEC, but that is intentional. We haven't really seen anything in the maps that I'm aware of. Maybe perimeter? I don't even think so, though. I don't think we've really seen much of, like, the previous... I don't want to say civilization, but, like, previous human stuff. I like that we're just calling it, USEC instead of UESC. So, people keep calling me out for that. That's literally what a lot of the Bungie devs call them, was USEC. So, I started calling them that because the devs called it that. And I feel like I'm partially responsible for that. Like, now it's being semi-popularized. And that's, okay, that's kind of on me, but also it's their fault because they called it that. I would say US, yeah, but once again, like, Bungie calls it USEC, or a lot of them do, so it's too late. My brain's gone. Yo, Mindfunk, thank you so much for this sub. Appreciate you. New Caloric coming to serve everyone burgers in between matches. Just remember, New Caloric hot dogs are people. New Caloric for people, from people, for people. Wait. By people, from people, for people. UESC is United Earth Space Command.
My warriors do not die easily. They fight because I gave them their freedom.
Imagine if they fought.
I'm on super copium, Orion, that we get some sort of, yeah, secret mission on the 22nd of April, like a little epilogue thing a week from today, and the collectibles are in that, but I honestly have no idea. The new reduce, reuse, recycle, that is insane. The burgers are worms, bro. Which faction do you affiliate with? So now I can talk about this. So Mida is like kind of awesome. I'm a big Mida fan, but also the moment I saw Vulcan, which is the Traxxas AI, and you guys haven't even seen the coolest part of Vulcan yet, I don't think. Maybe someone put footage out, but the Vulcan AI has a fucking like stop motion black, like full black stop motion animated like smoke tiger. It's the, or lion. It's like the fucking coolest thing, dude. And as soon as I saw that, I literally looked back, and I forget who's standing behind. Once again, it was either like Kevin Giannis or maybe it was Cosmo. I think it was Cosmo was standing right there. I looked back at him. I said, Traxxas is my new favorite faction. It looks so fucking cool, dude. It looks so good. I cannot wait for people to see it. But also Might on top. But Vulcan's really fucking sick. Mida can even hold Mars for more than 3 months. They just felt bad. They gave it back. That's more of like a moral thing, I think. Can you team up with friends on different factions? Yeah, you don't like actually join a faction. Like think about it like you're a contractor and you're taking
By the victor's rule.
like little jobs for different factions. But like you progress all of them. It's kind of like in Skyrim, right? You can join the Dark Brotherhood, you can join the Stormcloaks, and you can join the Thieves Guild all like simultaneously and like progress their factions. And it's the same way. Yeah, you are a mercenary. Yeah. Sierra, why is Ozymandias so heavily referenced in the promo? I'm pretty sure that is either supposed to, I think the reason Mida was using it in the ARG was like social commentary on USEC. I think in the promo, a lot of people think that's Durandal talking in the cinematic. And that would make a lot of sense if it's Durandal. So. Yeah. That's kind of where I'm at. Alrighty, friends. Well, the Buffalo Sabres have like 2 games left this season or something, and they're playing right now. So I want to go watch it before I'm Saberless Saber hockeyless for 6 or 5 months. Thanks for the short. It was a shorter stream today, but just vibing. I'm really excited. On Thursday, I'm very interested. If they're starting to tease the expansion, I expect we might start getting some information here soon. Maybe some more stuff with you know, the portal system or the weapon system or whatever. So I'm really excited for that. So we'll see. But yeah, my friends, that's where we're gonna end it today. Let's find someone to raid real quick, and then and I don't know. I'll either stream tomorrow or Thursday. We'll see, or both. But we shall see who is live. Oh, Snazzy's live. Fuck yeah. We'll raid Snazzy. And soon, Friday we're going to do the new zombies map blind because I have not seen anything about it. And then soon we're gonna, like really soon, probably next week, we're gonna start solo flawless run practice. So that's the plan, my friends. Hey, see you all very soon. Feel free to keep asking me questions about Marathon. It's a lot of fun. I love talking about it. It really fills that void. So I'll see you.